everyone, it's Crystal. Super excited to be recording a video and just kind of detailing my thoughts about the Grammys this year. Originally, I was not going to watch the Grammys, however, last minute I decided, win or lose, I want to be there with my friends and with BTS, and I want to watch and see what happens. So on Sunday, April 3rd, I watched the Grammys with my friends online, and we watched BTS's performance. By the way, BTS's performance was excellent. It was definitely the star performance of the night. Obviously, very much BTS did not win. I will address that elephant in the room. And I feel like as an ARMY, even if BTS did win this year, it would still not erase the decades of racism and discrimination that the Grammys perpetuate and participate in as an institution. And even if BTS won, I would call that a step forward, but then I would also question if they did it because out of genuine because they want to change the institution, or if the Grammys just did it so that way they could silence us, or placate us as ARMYs, as a group of people, and not even just ARMYs, just anyone rooting for BTS, anyone rooting for people of color in the Grammy Awards. Which, by the way, Doja Cat and SZA won the pop duo group award that BTS were also nominated for. And that is also still a win for people of color, as Doja Cat and SZA are Black women who won. And it is still amazing that they won. And also Lil Nas X performed, and he was nominated as well. So very much the Grammys are going towards a better direction, but we are not there yet. And that is still very disappointing to experience and to see. So with all of that in mind, as an ARMY, kind of as I was experiencing the day and going through it, because I watched Red Carpet, and I also watched the main show. I did not watch the pre-show, though, because I had morning things to do, but I watched Red Carpet, and then I watched the main show, and when I watched those, my experiences were pretty good. I feel like this year, it felt way better than last year when I watched it. Because I think last year was just really hard because of the Asian American hate crimes going on, they still happen, and it's still very sad. And as someone who is an Asian American person, I still feel a lot, and my feelings are very complex and very, very not positive around topics like that. And I feel very strongly about topics about Asian American hate and hate crimes, and I will save those thoughts for some other time. But I think this year it felt better to watch the show. I did not feel so strongly and so emotionally drained by this show as I did with the Grammys last year in March 2021. But this year it felt better, obviously, as I've said, and I feel like this year with the Grammys, I don't feel so frustrated because I kind of know already. I kind of knew already before I did the Grammys last year in 2021 as well, because I used to not ever watch the Grammys. That's the thing. The artists who are people of color that I love, those artists end up not winning sometimes, and that is a very disappointing thing that I kind of distanced myself from as a music lover when I was younger. But now I watch the Grammys because I'm very invested in BTS and wanting to see them win that award instead of just experiencing disappointment. Even though I am disappointed, even though I am frustrated, even though I'm a little sad that they did not win the award, I still feel like it was worthwhile for me to watch the award show, watch the red carpet, watch the interviews, watch the main show, and watch BTS perform, and then watch their award announced. I think it was worthwhile to do that with my friends and with BTS. So even though there are all these negative emotions, I am still grateful that I experienced that, and I did that with my co-fandom. I did that with BTS. I think there is power and value in doing that. I feel like even though we are, in a way, very frustrated with the situation with the Grammys and how BTS, first off, to preface all of this, BTS don't need a Grammy. BTS have already won. BTS top every music chart in the world. They top every iTunes chart. They top every Spotify chart. They top charts on every streaming platform. They top charts on every type of music chart. They are one of the most sold. They sold one of the highest selling albums in the past 2 years. BTS do not need a Grammy, okay? BTS want a Grammy. And since they want a Grammy, I also want a Grammy for them as their fan. And I feel like if they do win a Grammy, that's a win in a way, but also they don't need it. They don't need the Grammy Award to be someone. They already are someone. They're already the biggest music act in the world, which in literally literally BTS cannot be compared to anyone else in the music industry right now. They sell at stadium tours. They take over entire cities. They're going to take over Las Vegas the next couple of weeks as one of the biggest literally the biggest music act in the world. They're going to take over an entire city to perform their 4 show concerts. Their 4 show concerts, yes. And I love BTS and I want that Grammy for them. But if they don't ever get that Grammy, it's not a loss in their legacy. It's more a loss in how it looks for the Grammys. They've already won. They're already the biggest music act in the world, and I recognize that. I know many other fans recognize that. It's just getting the Grammys like that final thing that's left to do, and that's it. Because BTS have already won. And as a fan, kind of knowing that, like, I feel like last year we had our hopes up with Dynamite, and it was the first kind of, like, big nomination. We were all ready for it. And now this year, we saw how the pop duo group award went from being a pre-show award and being an award that didn't even show up in some previous Grammy shows to now being one of the main awards people care about because BTS is in it. It went from a pre-show award last year to now a main show end of the night award that everyone would watch, everyone would look at because it's BTS. And I think that in itself is a win in seeing how they're like recognized as like, this is BTS, this is their power, this is who they are. And they also got to perform in person, which was so amazing and incredible and just, I loved it so much. Oh my god. And I hope next year they're able to perform again with whichever song they get nominated with, whatever happens next year. I hope they're still able to perform again, and I hope that time they're able to perform as 7. Because Jin this year was injured with his hand injury. He still performed, but just best wishes to Jin because I hope he gets well soon and he's okay and he's gonna perform in concert soon. I hope he doesn't push himself, and I don't know, just as an ARMY, a little worried about him, but I still love him. He's still amazing. I hope he just takes care of himself and doesn't push himself too much. I worry about him. But with all of that, the Grammys, very much, it's with my experience, I'm kind of frustrated, but we move on. We move on to the concerts. We move on to taking over Las Vegas. We move on to whichever new album BTS come out with. And that's it. That's life. We just keep moving forward because as ARMYs, that's all we really can do. And I'm still very grateful I got to experience the Grammys with my friends and with BTS. I'm still grateful that I am an ARMY, and I'm still grateful that I'm going on this journey with everyone to really just see BTS as who they are, which is the biggest music group in the world. They're talented, they're lovely, they're amazing, and they're my favorite people in the world. So thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was just 10 minutes of me gushing about how much I love BTS and complaining about the Grammys, but not really complaining, more expressing my frustrations with them. But thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day or night or afternoon or whatever you are. And as always, please remember to stay thoughtful.